College, often considered a second home, is a space where students embark on a journey of growth, learning, and forging lifelong connections. It's meant to be a sanctuary, a safe place where ideas flourish and friendships blossom. However, sometimes the safety of this haven is disrupted by unforeseen events or individuals, shattering the tranquility and introducing an element of uncertainty. In this narrative, we navigate the delicate balance between comfort and the unexpected, shedding light on the complexities that arise when something or someone intrudes upon the supposed safety of our collegiate second home. Night after night, as the world outside my dormitory window succumbed to silence, the clandestine concert within my room commenced. The eeriest of these nocturnal serenades was the unmistakable echo of something, wearing my slippers and traversing the confined space. The soft shuffling and unsettling mimicry of my own nightly rituals became a disconcerting routine. One fateful night, the spectral sounds took an unexpected turn. Instead of the familiar shuffling, there emerged an insistent tapping, a rhythmic beat that seemed to emanate from the very walls that cocooned my solitude. The tapping, akin to the ominous strike of a nail driven into wood, echoed through the room, sending shivers down my spine. A disquieting realization dawned. I was not alone in my sanctuary. Driven by a mix of curiosity and an urgent need for respite, I embarked on a midnight odyssey to the rooftop. The oppressive darkness of the stairwell only heightened the sense of foreboding that gripped me. As I ascended, the tapping persisted, morphing into an unsettling rhythm that seemed to synchronize with the pounding of my heart. Upon reaching the rooftop, I was met not by construction workers or maintenance personnel, but by an empty expanse of solitude. The void that greeted me mirrored the hollowness that lingered within. Bewildered, I retreated to my room, convinced that the spectral symphony had reached its crescendo. Back in the solitude of my room, I sought refuge in the familiarity of my chair, determined to unravel the enigma that clung to the walls. Yet, as if mocking my attempts at understanding, the sounds resumed with renewed vigor. The tapping, now amplified, reverberated through the room, transcending the boundaries of reason. In the haunted enclave of my college dormitory, the whispers persisted, weaving a tapestry of disquietude that defied rational explanation. Was it the echoes of unseen inhabitants, remnants of bygone eras, or a manifestation of my own solitude taking on an auditory guise? The answer remained elusive. Legend spoke of a tragic demise that befell a young girl within the confines of Trinity Hall. Her room, now shrouded in mystery and sealed off from prying eyes, bore witness to an unspoken tragedy. No soul dared to breach the sanctity of the forbidden room, except for the vigilant residence life staff who guarded its secrets. It was on a nondescript evening that the first whispers of the inexplicable reached my ears. Faint but unmistakable, the sound of relentless banging echoed from the room above mine. Disquieted and perturbed, I grappled with a growing sense of unease that urged me to confront the spectral shadows that lurked above. Summoning the courage to face the unknown, I sought the assistance of my resident advisor. Together, we ascended the stairs, guided by an ominous symphony of mysterious knocks. Maintenance personnel, armed with trepidation, prepared to unlock the door that guarded the room touched by tragedy. As the door swung open, a wave of frigid air enveloped us, carrying with it the stench of an unholy presence. What awaited us defied the laws of the mundane and plunged us into the heart of the supernatural. Human-like scratches marred the walls as if etched by unseen hands yearning to escape the confines of the spectral realm. The room's ceiling, once a canvas of sterile white, had succumbed to an inky darkness that seemed to consume all light. An inch of water, tainted with an otherworldly hue, pooled on the floor and cascaded down the walls in macabre patterns. The air vibrated with an ethereal energy, resonating with the echoes of a past unknown. Trinity Hall, once a haven for academic pursuits, now harbored the lingering vestiges of a tragedy that eluded explanation. The scratches, stains, and shadows bore testament to a spectral force that transcended the realm of the living. As the door to the forbidden room creaked shut, the enigma endured, casting a perpetual veil of uncertainty over the unsuspecting souls who traversed the haunted halls of Texas Lutheran University. Loyola Marymount University, a venerable institution of higher learning, harbored secrets beyond the realm of academia. Little did I know that a weekend conference with my cousin would plunge me into a chilling encounter with the supernatural, leaving an indelible mark on my memory. As the elevator doors opened, I was greeted not by the warm embrace of a familiar university setting, but by an overwhelming sensation that seemed to seep into the very fabric of my being. An unseen force, palpable yet elusive, enveloped me in its chilling embrace. Unsettled, I followed my cousin down the hallway, unaware that the weekend held more than just academic discussions. Upon entering our assigned room, an unexpected torrent of emotion swept over me. The room itself became a vessel for an inexplicable force, and I felt an eerie lack of control over my own body. Trembling uncontrollably, I succumbed to tears that flowed like an involuntary response to an unseen presence. The room, it seemed, held secrets that transcended the boundaries of the living. Determined to escape the unsettling aura that gripped our initial quarters, we hastily changed rooms down the hall. The transition provided temporary relief, and the weekend conference unfolded without incident. Little did I realize that the haunting specter would resurface, lingering as an unspoken mystery. Weeks later, my aunt, who worked at Loyola Marymount, received an unexpected letter. Its contents bore witness to a shared experience that transcended time and occupants. Nuns who had stayed in the room I had initially occupied penned a message detailing their encounter with an overwhelming rush, an ominous presence that mirrored my own. They believed it to be an evil spirit, a malevolent force that lingered within the confines of that unsuspecting room. The letter from the nuns served as an unsettling confirmation of an encounter that defied rational explanation. Loyola Marymount University, with its rich history and academic pursuits, harbored a dimension that lay beyond the purview of textbooks and lectures. The room, a silent witness to the ebb and flow of transient occupants, echoed with the residue of an unseen presence. As the years passed, the memory of that haunting encounter lingered, a testament to the mysteries that coexist with the ordinary. Loyola Marymount, once a backdrop for scholarly endeavors, became a tapestry woven with threads of the supernatural, an enduring enigma etched into the collective memory of those who had ventured beyond the realm of the known. Wells Hall at the University of Wisconsin, a seemingly ordinary dormitory by day, transforms into a realm of shadows and whispers under the veil of night. As a resident of this reputedly haunted residence, I found myself entangled in an eerie encounter that defied the logic of the waking world. It was a moonlit night, the witching hour casting a spell of silence over Wells Hall. The clock's hands hovered around 2 or 3 a.m., a time when the realm between dreams and wakefulness blurs, and the supernatural finds solace in the darkness. Little did I know that the ordinary sanctuary of sleep would become the stage for a chilling spectacle. As I lay in the dimly lit room, the ambient glow from the streetlights outside casting an otherworldly hue, my gaze shifted to my roommate's bed. In that bewitching moment, the ordinary transformed into the extraordinary. A dark figure, devoid of distinct features, materialized and crawled out from under her bed, a manifestation of shadows that defied the laws of the tangible. A shiver raced down my spine as the figure navigated the space between dimensions. Paralyzed by fear, I struggled to comprehend the surreal tableau unfolding before me. The room, once a haven of familiarity, now harbored a spectral visitor that crawled with an unsettling deliberateness. Breath caught in my throat, I teetered on the precipice of panic. The figure, seemingly aware of my silent observance, performed a macabre dance, a brief sojourn into the realm of the living before retreating to the hidden recesses beneath the bed. Darkness clung to the air like an intangible mist, and the weight of the unknown pressed upon my chest. I questioned the sanity of my senses as the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blurred. Tears welled in my eyes, silent witnesses to the terror that gripped my soul. The specter's presence lingered, an unspoken testament to the inexplicable forces that converged within the confines of Wells Hall. I dared not disturb my roommate, fearing that any acknowledgement of the apparition's existence would propel us into a reality where the ethereal held sway. As a student navigating the labyrinthine corridors of Flagler College, I found solace within the confines of my dormitory, unaware of the spectral tales woven into the very fabric of the building. The transition from a bustling day to the eerie stillness of night would soon unveil a series of inexplicable events that defied the laws of the living. Returning to my dormitory one evening, I was met with an unsettling sight. Every closet and dresser door within the room stood wide open, an eerie manifestation that sent shivers down my spine. Puzzled, I recalled leaving the room with everything securely closed. My roommate, absent that weekend, confirmed she had not been the orchestrator of this unsettling display. A veil of unease settled over the dormitory as whispers of inexplicable phenomena grew. One night, my roommate recounted a chilling encounter. In the moonlit hours, she awoke to the presence of a crouching man by my bedside. Frozen in terror, she watched as he lingered for a haunting minute or two before standing and dissolving into the shadows. The spectral intruder defied explanation, leaving us to grapple with the intrusion of the unknown. Intrigued by these spectral occurrences, I delved into the history of the building, uncovering the vestiges of the hotel that once occupied the space. The transition from a hotel to a dormitory had evidently not severed the ties that bound the ethereal to the physical. The secrets of the past whispered within the aged walls echoed through the present. The ghostly residue of the hotel's history seemed to manifest itself in mysterious ways. The open doors, a lingering nod to the era when guests frequented the establishment, became an inexplicable occurrence, an otherworldly reminder of the building's bygone life. The crouching figure witnessed by my roommate hinted at a spectral guest who refused to check out. Flagler College, with its historic charm, also bore witness to a tapestry of hauntings that defied the passage of time. As I continued my academic pursuits within its hallowed halls, the boundaries between the living and the spectral became permeable, and the dormitory's hidden secrets etched themselves into the fabric of my college experience. As a student residing on the top floor of Lewis Hall, I was initially oblivious to the spectral tales that permeated the air. The legend spoke of Lisa, a young woman engaged to a soldier who met an untimely demise in combat. Overwhelmed by grief, Lisa succumbed to despair, sealing her fate within the confines of her room. Little did I know that my daily life would soon become entangled with the residual emotions lingering from her tragic end. The spectral presence of Lisa manifested in peculiar ways. The tales spoke of her aversion to photographs featuring significant others. As if driven by a phantom force, pictures would mysteriously detach from walls and desks, creating an eerie tableau of interrupted connections. Skeptical at first, I dismissed the whispers of spectral interference until the inexplicable unfolded before my eyes. One ordinary day, I adorned my walls with pictures capturing moments of joy, love, and familial bonds. Among these cherished memories were snapshots of my fiancée, a visual testament to our enduring connection. Leaving for classes, I returned later to a room that had undergone a chilling transformation. Every picture untouched and undisturbed, save for the ones featuring my fiancée. They lay scattered on the floor, as if Lisa's spectral hands had meticulously singled them out. Intrigued and somewhat unnerved, I delved deeper into the lore surrounding Lisa. The tragedy of her lost love mirrored the universal theme of love, thwarted by the cruelties of fate. The spectral manifestations, I realized, were not arbitrary acts of mischief but poignant expressions of Lisa's enduring grief. Her ethereal presence seemed to lament the happiness she could never reclaim. Rather than succumbing to fear, I sought to understand the lonely spirit that traversed the halls of Lewis. Lisa's spectral interference, once perceived as unsettling, began to evoke empathy. The love that once blossomed in her heart had transcended the boundaries of mortality, leaving behind a residual energy that sought acknowledgement. Lewis Hall, with its unassuming facade, became a testament to the enduring power of love and the tragedies that linger in its wake. The spectral presence of Lisa, navigating the realms between the seen and the unseen, left an indelible mark on the fabric of my collegiate experience. The photographs scattered on the floor became not only remnants of a spectral encounter, but a bridge connecting the living with the ethereal.